And we got another email asking about, from Steve, asking about any thoughts on Padre Pio's belief in Garabandal. What do you make of it? Well, actually, some people have believed that Padre Pio approved of Garabandal based upon the fact that the veil that covered his face was given to Conchita, one of the claimed seers of Our Lady at Garabandal. That actually veil was not given, apparently, by Padre Pio. It was given by one of the good friends that was a priest of Padre Pio who got the veil. He sent it to Conchita, so it wasn't directly sent by Padre Pio, and I actually have called the National Center for Padre Pio and asked them, is there any information that indicates that Padre Pio approved of Garabandal? And they say there's no evidence for it, and you won't find it in any of the books that I've read.
And we don't believe in Garabandal, that it was a message from heaven for a number of reasons. The vision occurred when the children were stealing apples. They walked backwards at the vision. That's not a main point, but that's an interesting consideration. They said in the message, supposedly from heaven, that the Pope, referring to Paul VI, will reconvene the council and it will be a great event in the Church, referring to Vatican II. And that, of course, would be totally false.
They also say that apparently, I don't know if it was directly said by Our Lady, but one of the seers, maybe it was Conchita, said that there will be 3 more popes after John the 23rd, and we'll get the Great Chastisement. Well, that takes you to John Paul II, so it totally contradicts what she said. It totally contradicts it. And then also, you also had the so-called Eucharistic miracle that was predicted to happen on a certain day, and it happens the following day, the following morning on the following day. And that's not the way God works. And if God says that the miracle is going to be performed on a certain day, it happens on that day, just like the miracle at Fatima happened on October 13th, just as Our Lady said it would happen. And then also you have the fact that all these supposed seers, none of them went into religious life. They all go to the post-Vatican II masses and follow the changes. And while that's not the total, litmus test for whether they're authentic, it's something that there are a lot of things that are problematic. And also the fact that they're talking about the main thing that's going to happen in the future is the great miracle, the great warning, the miracle, and then the chastisement if mankind doesn't amend. Well, I mean, at that time of the Garabandal apparitions, you had all these changes at Vatican II that were about to change the entire faith, or attempt to change the entire faith. You had this new Mass coming out that was going to be an invalid Mass, other false sacraments that were invalid coming out. If Our Lady was truly appearing and wanting to warn people about something, she would have told them about all these different changes to the sacraments, the faith being obliterated, because that's worse than the earth being hit by a comet. So there are just a lot of these different apparitions that have recently sprung up. It's all about a great physical chastisement. That it's going to come, this great chastisement. It's going to be the ball of redemption, World War III, comet, the warning, the miracle. Nothing about the faith being obliterated, the Mass being obliterated, and the sacraments being changed and invalidated.